Zola, mommy. All right, so I'm gonna do a full moon reading. I know nobody is here yet, but that's okay. I apologize if you guys can hear Enzo. I was in the middle of recording and randomly God say, hey Tito, welcome, welcome. Randomly God said, you need to do a live reading. Hey Liddy, hey Maddie, welcome. Hey Sasha, hey girl, hey. Hey Alex, hey Heather. What's going on this Wild Out Wednesday? We have a full moon. Hey girl, hey Pillow Pants, Latina Bell, what's cracking? Hey guys, all right, let me say hi. Undercover, Killer B, what's good? Jessica, Brum, hey. Ron, Reno, what's crack? I actually have a cousin named Ronnie and he lives in Reno. So that'd be kind of crazy if we were somehow related. Hey Cade, hey Beth, what's going on? Good, I'm glad you guys love the lives. I swear to God, I was literally getting ready to record your Wednesday reading that's supposed to populate tonight. And God was like, no, you need to drop a live. On Wednesdays, people need the live, okay? Oh, hey, from the Netherlands. Hey, A-Rod. Hey, Valerie. So I already have a couple of cards out right now. I know, right? Because I usually don't do lives. I need to get more into it because honestly, I like interacting with you guys a lot more than just kind of sitting and just reading cards. Sometimes it gets a bit mundane. Hold on one second. Mommy, you have to stop or you're going to have to go out there. Okay? Here, I'll show you guys Zola really quick. You say hi, mamas? There's little Stink. She's Stank, and this one is Stank. Enzo, you say hi? Yes, so here's the little ones that you hear snoring. Usually it's him. Okay? Yep, there's Zolissima. Say hi, mommies. You say hi? There's baby Stinks. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. All right. So what I think I'm going to do today is I'm going to reiterate what I was just reading in the with what I was planning on giving to you guys. Now, I do like to interact with you, so what I'll do is I'll read for a period of time and then I'll pause and I'll answer your comments or your questions because if I'm reading, I can't watch what you guys are saying at the same time. And people, for whatever the reasoning is, last reading, they didn't like that I was interacting with you guys. So I don't know. Put it in the comment section. And Maddie, if you can let me know what the popular vote is. Do you guys want me to interact with you on the lives or would you prefer that I just read straight through? So drop it in the comment section. I know I like to interact too because then I can kind of like feed off of you guys. All right, YOLO. Let's just do it. Let's just do what we do, okay? So the energy for your full moon is that there's somebody here that crossed a line, okay? There's a boundary. You put a direct red, you see this boundary right here? You see this line in the sand? You don't cross this boundary, okay? This is either a conversation that you said or that they said, and somebody here was a habitual line stepper, right? Like, don't do that, right? Did I put full moon? It's a full moon. I think it's a full moon, or maybe I don't know. All I know is I think I pulled on the full moon energy. So there's somebody here that needs to tell you about what happened or what occurred. I am going to have to put you outside, mommy, because you're being a distraction to me. Hold on, guys. Mama, you got to be a good girl, okay? You go over there, mommy. Good girl. All right. Sorry. I love little Stinks, but sometimes I can't focus. All right. But there's somebody here that crossed the line with you and that they needed to get their hands dirty and they needed to be honest and open about exactly what is occurring or exactly what's going on. In the sense of, hey, I made a mistake. You told me you didn't like this. I lied to you. I wasn't honest. I crossed a boundary, a personal boundary of yours, and I need to be honest and I need to acknowledge that this is not me, right? This is not what I want. This is not how I meant to project myself. This is somebody that feels like they need a megaphone to apologize because they needed to work through a lot of things. And for whatever the reasoning is, whether this is personal, whether this is with your work, or if this is even romantic, somebody here needed to do the work, the hard work, but it was going to get messy because that meant that certain secrets were going to be revealed. Okay? Yeah, so far they've taken zero accountability and wants to sweep it under the rug. Exactly. So there's somebody here that keeps pretending, I'm not hurting you. I'm not hurting you. But you're sitting there saying, you're hurting me. Okay? Like, stop being a habitual line stepper. You're either in or you're out. And this is somebody that is struggling. So there is a conversation or there is communication coming in here from somebody that wants to have this conversation, right? This conversation that's being had here, it's about some type of secret. And this secret, they feel very embarrassed about. This is something that they're very shameful, okay? This is something where they could have gone to great lengths to cover up the communication, to because it's damaging or it's immoral, right? And for whatever the reasoning is, sometimes we feel like, oh, damaging has to be like, oh, they cheated, or oh, they're this, or oh, they're that. But sometimes it's just about what occurred when you were a child, what happened, why you were unable to be honest, why you were unable to have that conversation, why you were unable to stand in your truth, right? So there's somebody here that feels like whatever the narrative is, they know that you're in a place where you're getting ready to walk away if they're not honest and open to what exactly is going on here. Now, I want to play devil's advocate really quickly. This is a conversation your person is having with somebody as well, okay? Because watch this. How does the collective feel emotionally about this secret that's being plunged? 7th house. You feel good. Hey, encouraging. You feel good. Hey, Sherry. Okay, good, Lotus. I'm glad. All right, so we're going to do it for whoever's in the chat. I don't care if people watch it afterwards, as long as you guys get what you need. So you would feel good about this, right? You would feel like there's a lot of hope in your relationship, okay? But the energy around you, you could feel like there's something swirling, but you don't know what it is. What it is your person or somebody around you is having a conversation with somebody that crossed a boundary. It could be a friend, it could be a family, it could be a relative. This is something where your person this could be even something that they were holding over their head. Like if you don't do this, then I'm going to expose your secret. Because there is a secret here that your person doesn't want to get out. But also, okay, whoever this external party is, this external energy, they don't want it to get out either because they're embarrassed. You understand? There's something here where somebody feels like, okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to tear down the whole shit because we crossed a line? It's almost like somebody cheated. For example, you're in the Olympics, you cheated because you took supplements and that person knows. And it's like, so what are you going to do? You're going to tell on me? Then if I say that, then you're also going to be nailed for taking supplements, right? So it's something here where by opening up and admitting, it's putting multiple people in some type of situation, okay? Because again, it feels like it's damaging or embarrassing to a group of people. This is also somebody here. Hey, Mary, thanks. Okay, hey, Debster. This is also somebody here that feels like the secret is you were being sabotaged, whether your work was being sabotaged, okay, whether, you know what I mean? There's something here where people were deliberately taking action. This is coming in as a feminine energy, by the way. Now, it can be a masculine energy who is in feminine energy. Welcome, Allah, Grand Rising. Welcome, welcome. So it definitely can be somebody who was sabotaging, but it's coming in as a feminine energy. So if it is a man that is sabotaging, they're in a sassy energy. This is not a good feminine energy. This is a feminine energy that purposely crossed the line because they felt like there was a secret here that wouldn't be revealed. Because in order to reveal this secret, guess what? You had to unplug that toilet in a way where you needed to call a plumber. And this is somebody who openly admitted on sabotaging your relationship. Hold on, hold my beer. Let me say that one more time for the cheap seats in the back, okay? Hey, C1D. Somebody here admitted to the fact that they purposely sabotaged you, that they purposely sabotaged your relationship, that they purposely lied. They're admitting, look, I did cross a line here, okay? This is somebody who tried to destroy you, even possibly with your work, what you do online, your career, your reputation. But they created unnecessary, okay, obstacles for you, right? Based on their subtle actions. But what's funny is whoever your person is, they're sitting here. Hey, Colette. Hey, Lemonhead, welcome. They're sitting here letting go of the illusions, okay? So whoever this energy is, let's bring it on down to Funky Town. Let's bring these in, okay? Whoever this person is, all right, they've admitted it. And now your person is able to let go of whatever the illusions were that were limiting their belief on coming forward and fixing this with you. Because the reality is, whoever this individual was around you or around your person, there was a lot of misconceptions about who you are, right? Who is the collective? What is their divine soul path? Is this your soul partner? Will you find each other? What is this, right? Because it's really about this path to love that somebody's coming in here and they're very jealous of your connection. So your person right now, based on whatever this person has conceded in, oh, good. I'm so happy you love the candle, Miki. Hopefully I said that right. Don't roast me if I didn't, okay? But it is coming in too here as like your person now has clarity on why exactly your relationship or your connection dissipated. And now they're sitting here in this truth with somebody that they trusted, okay? This is somebody where they knew you were the one, okay? Checking in to see if someone's legit or not. It's like this person really tried to act like you weren't who you said you were, right? And I feel like you were somebody that kept trying to check in. Are we on the same page? I love you. Do you love me? What are we doing? Are we going forward? Are we staying back? Are we in a relationship? Are we not? What exactly are we doing? Hey, SJ, what are we doing here, right? Like that's what this person wants. You're over there like, well, what's going on? And the problem is because something wasn't set because of whatever this person said. Now, for some of you, I'm getting a feeling that it's a coworker or a friend or a relative of theirs that is platonic. So there isn't a level of intimacy between the two of them, or your person isn't interested in them at all, okay? However, pause, there is somebody. For some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, this is somebody who was in love with your person and wanted something more with them. And they didn't care what they needed to do in order to obtain what their wants were. Their wants justified their means. Welcome, PR, right? Their wants justified their means. If I have to rob Peter to pay Paul, well, I have to pay Paul. So sorry, Peter, I know you're innocent, but it is what it is, right? So this is something coming in here where your person is now having this vibe check. They're now saying, you know what? You crossed a line, okay? This is somebody who your person is saying, hey, what's going on? There's somebody here that's sitting here saying, look, you betrayed me, okay? Not only did you betray me, not only are you sitting here pretending like I'm having feelings for you when I don't, but I have feelings for the collective. I have feelings for somebody else. I don't have feelings for you. But it's like your person didn't want to have this conversation for whatever the reasoning is with this individual or with this energy. In fact, they would rather just go silent or go silent with you than to sit here and try to admit something. But I feel like your person has cut them off. Hold on. Let's double check on that. So Let's trust but verify. Welcome, Francine. How the collective feel about this silent treatment? The world, like finally, vindication, okay? Vindication on what's going on when it comes to this 10 of Pentacles, when it comes to who you are, okay? I feel like your person just took bad advice from somebody. And I also feel like based on being in the energy of those that are watching right now, there's something here that's coming in very heavily where your person really does love you, but I also feel like there are certain things that they're insecure about. There's certain things where they're very worried about, right? That they needed to let go of these illusions in order to protect your connection. This is somebody who was purposely trying to sabotage your connection, your relationship. 78, 87, 78, 87, right? This can even be, you know, 7 plus 8. It's a numerology. It's a 6, right? So you could have even had somewhere who was purposely sabotaging your relationship because of the actions that they were taking. And the actions that they were taking were trying to embarrass you or trying to be shameful in your energy or whatever is going on here, okay? So your person is now not speaking to whoever this energy is, okay? Now that they've had this vibe check, they're like, you crossed a line, okay? Not only did you cross the line, but you created so much unnecessary shit for me that this is a level of betrayal. I don't ever want to talk to you again. Because this person admitted to it, okay? This person conceded to it. They said, yeah, I did it. But I'm also getting, this person said, it was our secret though. So what? I sabotaged it. You know, you need to let go of the illusion of the collective. Somebody here feels like you're too good to be true, where you're a fantasy to your person, or you're a fantasy to whoever they are. This is somebody that's coming in with it's like their way or the highway, that they believe that you are fake, or they believe that you are somebody who, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, good, Tito. I'm glad that this is hitting. It is somebody's birthday today. Welcome, Michael. But I'm getting overwhelmingly that whoever this energy is, like they were trying to portray you as being the illusion. So how they justified these actions was simply by saying you needed to let go of them because that's what was best for you. It wasn't best for you to be with the collective, right? It's not best for you. It's not best for all of us. So yeah, I did things behind the scenes. Yeah, I lied. And, you know, it is what it is. For some of you, this is coming in as like a cultural clash, right? Where the secret was they could have utilized your culture or your difference in background to create unnecessary misunderstandings. Whether that's you have money, they don't, they have money, you don't. Whether that's you're older, they're younger, whether that's, you know, you're Muslim, they're Christian, whatever it is, you're black, they're white, you're Hispanic, they're Asian, whatever it is. You're from the islands, they're from the big city. Like there's something here where this is coming in so heavy, okay, that this secret, it really had to do about your differences, and this person was playing on your differences. All right, the Bay. Yee. I love me, the Bay Area. When I go to California, I always stay away from the Bay Area because I miss California. I miss the Bay so much. So I'll go to LA, I'll go to Tahoe, I'll go to Truckee, but I always try to stay away because when I go to where my home is, it's like I don't want to come back to Florida. But yeah, I feel like your person is now telling this person, you need help, okay? Hey, Sicilian, I know that's right. You know, it's funny, one of my clients is Sicilian, and it's different than being Italian, I always try to say, even though it is a part of Italy, because Sicilians are crazy. If you have a Sicilian woman that likes you, be careful, okay? Because she will love you so much, but she'll also hit you in the head with a cast iron skillet, and you will deserve it. She's going to cuss you out, and then she's going to fix your head when she's done, okay? That's how it goes, right? Listen, I had to hit you upside your head because obviously, unlike this person, right, we're not going to subtly take action. We're going to take the action. Like I always say, I'm not passive aggressive. Like I'm aggressive. 1 + 1 is 2. Nuck if you buck, right? So that's kind of like my energy, like FAFO. Don't let the pretty face fool you, okay? Love light in these paws. 86 can be significant. 9 and 1 could be a life path 1 coming in, or there is a brand new start here. And it's because this person is removing themselves from the toxicity. This person is removing themselves and they're distancing themselves from whoever this energy is, where they're able to think for themselves. For some of you, there could have even been somebody that did spell work on your person to create the illusions. They could have even tried to state that you, for whatever the reasoning was, Sophia was definitely Sicilian. People say I'm Sophia, which I'm fine with. I'm definitely fine with being Sophia. I love it. Okay. So it's okay, Maddie. You can be like an honorary. Maybe that's like in you multiple life paths down. Maybe you were in, hey, Rick, welcome. Maybe you were like in one of our, maybe one lifetime you were Sicilian or something, or Mediterranean, because, you know, our culture doesn't stem directly from, anyways, that's a whole different topic. My ADHD is at a threat level red because we're midday. So you're seeing me in full ADHD effect. Okay, so I apologize moving forward. But your person, for whatever the reasoning is, they've had enough with this individual. Okay, they said, look, this one-sided story that you've been sitting here, that you've been talking about, that you've been narrating, I'm not doing it. I'm done. Okay, because whatever the perspective was, it was only from one side. And it was very biased. It's almost like this person tried to get them not to talk to you, not to tell you, because I do feel like there's a heavy weight on your person's heart because they didn't ask you. So there was lies that were being told about you, but then at the same point in time, they said you can't tell them, okay? Because they're gonna try to spin a narrative, right? They tried to act like you were gonna spin a narrative, that if they brought forward the secret that this toilet plunger told about you, that you were going to have the ability to change their narrative, okay? And it is yes, okay? Put something in his food and he ate it, and after that, yes. That definitely does happen. People do put things in people's food to try to change their energy, to try to change their pineal glands, to try to stop them from evolving spiritually. This is known, okay? It happens a lot more than I think what we expect, but that does happen. So your person is sitting here saying, I'm letting go of this, okay? You're over here writing a narrative, like you're Morgan Freeman, okay? You're narrating this person's life, all right? And you're trying to cash in on the collective's blessings. So you're trying to seize this moment. You're trying to take advantage. It's almost like this person thought that if your person wasn't with you, that they would be with them. But your person is saying like, no, it doesn't work like that, okay? I'm also getting that there was a lot of either physically, there was some type of fight here where whoever this person was, they didn't want to back down. This is feeling like somebody is extremely controlling with inside of your person or with inside of this connection. Like there's a heavy level of control. By the way, if you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe. I'm still doing my giveaway, okay? 2 people get $100 every single week until the end of December. Hopefully that will help out with anything you guys are going through. I'll put a link in the comment section below once the video ends so you guys can enter in the giveaway. Positive news is though, with this full moon coming through, whoever wouldn't back down, guess what? They just got some good news. And the good news is not today, Satan, okay? You know what's not happening? This. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. This is somebody who is saying, guess what? Your words that you were creating, these secrets, to have this clash of cultures, to create something that was never there, I'm done with it. I want you to stay away from me. I'm emotionally distancing myself. I don't want to talk to you, okay? And I'm never going to speak to you again. your person is giving this good news. And this good news is meant to combat whatever type of obstacles were coming, right? 11-3, 113. I feel like 11-13 can also be significant. 7-19 can be significant. 1-9, 1-7, 7-1, 7-9. But whatever it is, whoever this person, how do they feel about them not speaking? This wall of silence. The person that was sabotaging, they're trying to get this person a peace offer. Like they're trying to say, okay, well, can we at least come together in some sense? Can we at least have, yay, 11-13. Well, happy early birthday, Mar. Can we at least come forward and talk, okay? Because what you don't realize is this could be somebody that either has access to your person's phone. This is somebody who has either installed something on your device, their device, where they're looking through and they're watching something very carefully. And, excuse me, they're watching your every move. It's like they're obsessed with what you're doing. And they're sitting here secretly competing with you. It's like, why are you competing with me? Why are you competing with the collective? You're not even on the same playing field, okay? We're playing football and you're over here playing tennis, okay? It ain't the same. You're over here playing badminton. You're over here doing, what's that one thing where they have those little tiny swords? Yeah, what are they called? Hee, hi, ho. Happy birthday, Jennifer. But, so they're acknowledging like you were over here trying to control things. By the way, somebody could send you a link, and if you click on the link, they'll have access to all of your phones. There's also key logging software. There's a lot of different things. Fencing, yes. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Tasha. I appreciate you. A saber, dude, right on. I love that. We can take the saber, whatever it is. But my point is, it's like what you're wearing for fencing is not what you need to wear for American football, okay? Because something here ain't like the others. So they're realizing like they could have even hacked into their phone, and your person has this sinking feeling. There's something your person is finding out within the next 1 to 3 days about what this shadow competitor was doing. This even could be a friend that's just obsessed with them. For some of you, it is somebody that wants to be with them. It could be like a friends with benefits, a work colleague, I don't know. But it's like they have this sinking feeling with whatever is being exposed. Whatever this person has acknowledged, it doesn't feel good, okay? Because they always had this hunch that whatever they were doing, it was purposely to sabotage you and their relationship. And now it's like, oh my God, it's true. Hey, Tamika, it's true, right? Like what they said, it is true. And your person has a lot of anxiety coming in because now they're realizing why you were so upset with them. For some of you, and you can honestly answer this, right? I feel like your person sometimes didn't understand why you were angry at them. It's like they couldn't comprehend it. Or you may have felt like, why are you not acknowledging, okay, the fact that you did wrong? Why are you not standing up and saying, hey, 1 + 1 is 2. You did this, and your action had me have this reaction, and that's why, you know what I mean? A, B, C, D. You're getting donkey kicked, okay? But now your person, they're like sick to their stomach. There's all this anxiety. They feel like for some of you, you could have been getting, hey, welcome Dominique from Holland. Okay? You could have been getting, whoever this individual is, they could have even been on social media talking about you, expressing discontent. What does that mean? Anyways, they're scrutinizing you. Everything. If you post on social media, they're scrutinizing you. Okay? If, you know, on Pier 39, yee. I'm 39. I just told somebody I'm going to turn 40 next year, and I don't feel like I'm ready for that. I'm just not ready to get old yet. I feel old, but I'm just not ready to like jump in head first. I found like my first gray hair, maybe my second gray hair, and I said, no, please, not today, okay? Not today, Satan, okay? I can't, I have all this other stuff going on. The last thing I can deal with is a gray hair, all right? All right, so, but somebody here is like jealous of you. They're jealous of what you look like. They're jealous of what you post on social media, or this is somebody who is purposely going on social media, trying to stall situations. It's interesting though, because I feel like whoever this individual is, they have substance issues. This is also somebody who can morph into other people. The 27th may be significant. 616 can be significant. 59, 59, 95 can be significant. Okay? Because this person is sitting here going, you know what? All I want is a collective. They're my person. They're my partner. Not just last lifetime or 10 lifetimes after that. But this is who I want to be with. This is who I love. This is somebody that I have a strong connection with. We go through the same struggles. Yes, the reverse aging is real. I realize when I get angry, I look younger. I don't know if that's, I'm like, is it Benjamin Button who ages in reverse? Or does he get older? Which one is it? Hey, babe. Hey, Steph. Which one is it? Because I know Benjamin Button, I don't know if he goes ages forward or backwards. I feel like with me, he gets younger. Okay. Every time I get really, 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 really angry, I like look younger. I don't understand it, but maybe that's the key to life. Who knows? However, your person is sitting here saying to them, I had this sinking feeling that you were online, that you were talking bad about the collective, and I love them. This is a bond that I've had with them. And now they're realizing what a resilient relationship that you have. And I feel like there was a lot of blame game, right? That's going on between you and them because this person wasn't taking accountability, but they weren't taking accountability because they didn't understand what you were saying because there was a lot of things that were hidden. There could have been messages that you sent them that were hidden. There could be messages that they sent you that whoever this energy hid because they have access to their phone or they have access to some type of device here. So it feels like there's been a void of taking responsibility. Your person could even play the victim or even accuse you in order to protect their reputation. They could have even gone relatively silent when it comes to you because I feel like somebody got in their head about you and the connection. And what they were trying to state was that, you know, they crushed their hopes. They played mind games to make them feel defeated. They felt like this person, like you were gaslighting them, that this person was losing their mind over this relationship, right? And that being with you, they would never be able to obtain their goals. Being with you, it created a level of despair that was very intimidating for this person. And I'm getting that there was a lot of disappointments with inside of this connection that your person is really having to cope or deal with. What do we need to understand that the collective person is now realizing? What do we need to understand here that they're realizing? Can you show me? Meliora, son, I'm sorry. I know I totally pronounced that right. He's not getting your messages. Look what card just came out. Yeah, he went silent because he didn't go silent. Somebody stopped the messages from coming forward and stopped your messages as well. Look, what do we need to know about this full moon? It's conflict resolution. It's the tiger, right? I love tigers, obviously, because I have this tiger's blood. Hey, Lori, welcome. The differences are bound to create conflict, but no matter how intractable, all conflicts are capable of peaceful resolutions through compromise. Okay? This is two individuals that are sitting here saying, listen, we need to be honest and open. Oh, I hope you feel better. Prayers goes out to you. But I also feel like too, let's break down the tiger, right? The tiger is a very powerful sign. The tiger does not need anybody. You may be somebody where you were the black sheep in your family. You may be somebody who always got knocked down, but always came back up, right? But what it did is it made you very strong. It made you very powerful. It made you invincible, where no matter what life throws at you, you're able to get back up on your feet and handle business. You're able to stand alone. You can stand with others, or you can stand on your 2 feet. Okay? That's the beautiful thing with your energy, but your person is the exact same. You guys are 2 peas in the pod. There's something here about them being abandoned or ostracized or something of that nature. And it's like you guys are coming together because you have the same energy, you have this same soul, and your person is saying, listen, whatever this cultural clash was that caused the silence, that caused this blame, that caused the obstacles 4-1 or 1-4, stop. Look, sacred contract. Your person is acknowledging that you and them are meant to be, right? That you have a contract with one another, that this is a contract within the universe, with God, and that you're meant to trust in divine order, that there's always a reason behind something. Whether it's you or your person, somebody here was a fox in the hen house. Somebody here was living the good life off of your energy or off of your person's energy, and they didn't belong. And now God is saying you're on the right path, right? That's why C1D, because she acknowledged what happened here. She had a friend here around her, C1D, that was very jealous and very envious of her relationship with you because you treated her better than anybody she's ever been with. So there was a lot of lies and a lot of manipulation around what her friend was saying to her that was incorrect. Yes, SJ, welcome, welcome. So now your person is on the right path, right? Even if they're not sure, and this is for you. You were like, look, this is my person. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to keep going, and hopefully they meet me at the intersection of walk and don't walk, right? But eventually, you and this person are going to get to the destination. You're going to get to where you belong, okay? And the thing that they're beginning to realize also about you is that you have a unique gift. There's something special about you, and that's why they love you. That's what sets you apart from everyone. Welcome, Edith. Welcome, welcome. We love newbies. Sing it, Kay. Sing it loud and clear, mama. But the thing is, this person is viewing you as like God's gift to them, right? They're viewing it as unconditional love. They're viewing it as you are one of their greatest fulfillments in life because they already knew that you were unique. They already knew that you had certain gifts, right? And the way that you've been able to develop them, the way that you've been able to fine-tune them, and the way that you share them with the world, you've really enlightened this person where they're in this energy that they knew you were a gift. And with whoever this person was, again, they could have, I feel like there's heavy spell work here. The problem is with TikTok and social media, everybody thinks they're a witch, a warlock, or whatever it is. Like, calm down there. You know, I'm not going to say what I was going to say because I was really not YouTube friendly. But your person was like, yo, there's something not right, right? I needed to trust my intuition, right? They got in my head. I knew it didn't make sense. I knew the collective loves me. I knew that my anxiety was because I was continuing to live a life that wasn't meant for me. Because what you don't realize is that you've inspired this person to want more for themselves than what they wanted originally because they didn't know. And now your intuition is right. And now they feel like, this is why I'm going through this storm. This is why God right now, with this full moon in Scorpio, there's significant endings. And in these endings, there's significant transformation. And with the transformation, they're able to read where the storm is. Now, your person can either be a bison or they can be a cow. What's the difference between the bison and the cow? Let's talk about it. When there's a storm, the cows run away from the storm because they're like, oh, hell no. I'm not about to get blasted by that storm. Not today, right? Yes, it is a live reading. Welcome, Christine. We just had a snowstorm last night. Power went out a few times. Okay, fingers crossed you guys are safe. Okay. So the cow runs away from the storm. Now the cow, when they're running away from the storm is following them. So they're getting blasted the whole time. They're going through the storm longer than what they need to. However, the bison is different because the bison says, hey, I'm going to get hit with that storm regardless. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run directly through the storm. I'm going to rip my Band-Aid off. I'm going to jump in the pool. I'm not going to just put a toe in, right? And I'm going to change. Hey, Elle. So your person is deciding to be the bison. They're tired of being the cow. And the thing about the bison hitting the storm head on is the fact that they get through it much quicker, but they needed to address this. They had to unplug the shit. The shit was your person had people around them that did not have their best at heart. We can all acknowledge that. Hey, I have a mom that's like literally so evil that if I ever spoke my truth about what my mom did, not only to me, but every single person that I've ever been in a relationship with, every single person I was getting ready to marry, you guys would not believe me. But I swear to God, on my children, on my grandmother, if I ever took the time to express what my mom has done, you guys would be blown. But again, whoever this person is, your person knows that they weren't right. But the problem is, whoever this energy was, they did trust them. Because your person didn't trust themselves with how they felt about you. I don't know why they didn't trust themselves, but they didn't. It's like, because you were so different. They had never encountered somebody like you. You were a unique gift. They knew that there was this sacred contract between the two of you where you met for a reason. That's why this person is saying, I'm ready for my joyful chapter, right? I want to know what's going on, right? Like, I want to be able to take pride in our accomplishments together, and I want to be able to celebrate our life as one. Because fate is on your side, where now it's a time of happiness, it's a time of fulfillment, and it's a time of joy. Why is this coming out? Rising Crescent? Because it's time. It's time for this person to let go of the conflict. It's time for this person to acknowledge you got duped. You got played out of a blessing because you were too scared to take the necessary step and be the bison. So now your person is ready to resolve the conflict. Now your person is in a place where they had to take back their control, but by taking back their control, they had to go against the people that had stolen it from the beginning. Because they know it's time to set a new goal here. They know that they don't have to leave their comfort zone, but they have to expand it, right? I know that I can stay in my bubble. I know I like to be in the house, but yeah, sometimes I can go to a party occasionally. I don't have to just stay in the house. I don't have to just be to myself, right? I don't have to be the tiger. The tiger is a lone creature. It's a creature that walks alone. The difference between a lion and a tiger is a lion has a pack. You want to know why a lion is powerful? Because it has multiple, I want to say people, but multiple lions or lionesses that make up their family unit. But a tiger has nobody. A tiger has me, myself, and I. Same. I isolate myself all the time just because it's safer that way. It's safer for other people, safer for me. When you're an empath, you pick up on a lot of energy. Like you may notice, like anytime I'd have to go to a football on Saturday, thank God football's done. I think they're going to do like a couple games, but I'm over it. But it's like when I would go to these football games, all of this energy was just swarming to the point where it's like I would need a couple of days to almost reset whatever was occurring because it was a lot of energy. But everything is needed in moderation. I needed to go out. I needed to show my face. I needed to show like I'm not just a weirdo that's stuck in the house. Like I'm a normal person, right? So there's something here even with you guys. If you guys have been isolating, you got to go out. You got to go grab lunch. You got to go grab lunch at a table. Even if you're alone, you have to do certain things. That changes, right? There's somebody here who can't wait to see you again, okay? This just came out. Who's my team? Okay, football-wise, you know, I'm a Bay girl, so 49ers, San Francisco Giants, Warriors. But I love other teams because I just love the competition, so I'm more so of like a player base. Debbie, we're all weirdos. Welcome to the fam. But also, too, they want to see you again. The silence that's been between the two of you, it's like your person needed time to remove themselves from whoever this person was that was communicating because they had to silence the noise. The noise was what was creating the illusions, and it was creating problems out of nothing. So they had to go deeper in their heart in order to find the truth of why the two of you met. Right? Like, why did we meet? Why are we here? What is the significance of us coming together as one? Because this person is entering your life and you were challenging them to grow and awaken their soul. But in the process of that, it's also done the same for you. So your person is going through what to invest in, what not to. Again, I've never had someone show me love like you do. This, okay, this isn't a coincidence, right? The way that you love, the way that you give, the way that you handle things, it's like you have something very beautiful coming in here where either you're meeting somebody who's just like you, and they're ignoring what everybody else said. Yeah, okay, maybe they're a weirdo. Okay, whatever. You know, who cares? Maybe they eat salad with no dressing. I know a lot of you guys do that. I still think that's weird. Sorry. But then again, I like ranch. So it's also why I'm a big back. I'm big backing it over here. But I'm okay with the big back. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. Vinegar, salt, pepper. That's still something on it. Lemon. But if you're over here just acting like a rabbit, just chowing down, I'm just like, how do you do that? Because sometimes salad tastes like feet or like, I don't know, not great. Thank you. Somebody just said like dirty lettuce. Yes, thank you. Oh, Heather, I love ranch. I could be a ranch connoisseur, honestly. Like, don't threaten me with a good time. If tarot doesn't work out for me, I can take up as a professional ranch taster. Okay. Yeah, thank you. It's me and me. I know that's right. All right. So there's something here about the wear down. What did Kirsha say? Somebody said, Undercover said they have a point. I missed it. Oh yeah, ranch with wings. I just love ranch on everything. Potatoes. But this person is saying, look, I've never had anyone like you before. Okay? I've never been with somebody like you. You are a rare breed, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, you know, freak of the week, whatever. It's like, but it's something about you where you need to stop wasting your time trying to tell people I'm normal. You have to live in your truth. This is a message that's coming in directly for you. Stop wasting your energy. Stop wasting your time on people that don't see your light. If they don't see your light, they ain't meant to. Not everyone knows the value of a diamond. Some of them think that, you know, fool's gold is gold, right? Why are you upset when people don't understand? Well, guess what? When you're on your way up, the only thing they can look at is your ass and your back. Can't hate from outside the club. Hello, can I come in? Yeah, pyrite, exactly. One is pyrite and one is gold. You are gold. That's why they're saying stop wasting your time, stop wasting your energy. When if they are not supposed to understand you, they ain't supposed to understand you. It is what it is. Right? You're not meant to be like everybody else. God did not create you for you to blend. God created you for you to create the ripple within inside of the matrix. God created you so that you could stand on your feet, so that you could tell people, hey, I know the media said this, but that's a lie. Hey, they're poisoning us in our food. Hey, don't drink that water. Hey, there's serious corruption going on right now with what needs to be done here. 100%, Tito. Here's a great example, okay? People will sit there and say tarot is negative, right? But these are the same people that are going to church. What does God say? You do not judge. Do not judge because we are all people of God. But here's what's interesting. The people that I know that judge tarot the hardest, those are the ones that, perfect example, there's somebody that's really big on TikTok and they have a huge TikTok following all about preaching and pastor. They're going to school for it. They have a husband. They have 8 kids. 2 of the kids are not of the husbands, but the husband takes care of them. And they have a boyfriend. And they go to church at 8 a.m. with their husband. But then the 11 a.m. service, they go to a different church with their other boyfriend. Okay? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you have people like that that's living and speaking God's word, but is not physically taking the action. Meanwhile, people like us who are trying to understand, what does God want from us? Why do I have these feelings? Right? People are utilizing these things, and FYI, God did not put it in the Bible for you to not use tools to better your life or tools to understand. That's not true. That was put in order to stop people from having the spiritual evolution or the spiritual breaking, the outbreak. Because it is a spiritual outbreak that's coming on. Yes, thank you, Lori. That's another bit. I was just talking about this with Enzo's vet because here's the thing. Like I said, let me ask you a question and answer it honestly. My whole thing is this. I deal with a lot of different people from a lot of different walks of life. And what I can tell you is there are people that are in certain positions, power positions, therapists, psychiatrists, certain doctors, where they are telling you to do certain things that they themselves don't do. Now, somebody will say, well, coaches don't play. You're right. But a coach has to understand what the players are going through in order to be a good coach. If you're just out of med school and all you've done is read and you got an A in the class because, hey, you're studious, I'm not going to let you operate on me until you've had multiple times going through something. Because how do you know what the outcome is? You aren't properly trained. There's a lot of people right now that are trying to project a negativity on certain things. So you have to be very cognizant with who you're giving your time to, who you're giving your energy to. How does it make you feel? If it doesn't feel good, you got to let it go. You have to trust your intuition right now because you are somebody that is rare. You are somebody that's meant to change the narrative. You're meant to change the situation. Okay? And believe it or not, there are a lot of people that do have entity possessions, right? That is Catholic. But again, it's just because the Catholics see deeper, they see things from a different perspective. Every religion sees things from a different narrative. That narrative, whether it's skewed or not, is completely different. My point to you is, don't allow somebody, just because social media looks a certain way, don't allow them to dictate whether you're good or bad. You know your soul, and so does God. Because this pastor, this preacher, this woman who's married, who's supposed to be of substance, she's not. She's a liar. And again, I don't say anything because it's not my business. Because when I listen to her speak, I know she's lying. So I'm immediately going to tune out. But the problem is people that are listening to her, they're on her same frequency. They're on her same vibration. There you go. So what do we need to understand here to kind of like wrap everything up? Hey, Lillian, welcome. You do have a surprise coming in here, okay? And it is a surprise message. And I feel like the surprise message, by the way, we are in the Mercury retrograde. Just want to throw that out there. But there is a surprise coming in here, or a surprise communication, which is a message of love. Like somebody here really does admire you. Somebody here wants to talk to you. Somebody here wants to tell you that they want partnership with you. You're the person that they want to be with. This is somebody that's coming in as an emperor. Okay, you have Libra energy. You have Aries, Scorpio, Cancer. This doesn't matter. It can be in their chart somewhere. Somebody's been thinking very hard about when is the right time. When do I come forward and express my truth, right? Why am I hiding? Me hiding is me being scared. Why am I scared to be honest? Why am I scared to tell the collective I love you? Listen, I listened to the wrong people. This is an emperor who got tricked. Remember the emperor's new clothes or something, where the guy tricked the emperor into looking like a complete jackass by wearing nothing, the invisible clothes. It's like your person got played. Welcome, Gina. Your person got played. And first things first is your person has to acknowledge that their ego made them think that they were smarter than this other person, that this other person wouldn't do it. And that's why they're over here with their ass out, embarrassed. That was a fear of theirs, that you were going to embarrass them, or that you were tricking them, or that you were somebody who was too good to be true. Now, their greatest fear is the opposite. That's why this person needs to come forward. And it is about divine timing. And it's because this person loves you. They want this reconciliation. They've never let you go, even though there's been silence, or even though there's been a pause here with inside of your connection. Virgo energy, Pisces energy. They never stop loving you. They never stop wanting you. They want a happy relationship with you. At this point, they'd even be friends with you if you would allow them to be, because the idea of not having you in their life, that scares them more than anything. That makes them panic. And that's a part of the karma here, right? Part of the karma is wanting something so bad that you're scared of it. I really want this job, but I don't want to apply for the job, because if I apply for the job too soon, then they're going to know I'm not qualified. In reality, the one that jumps is the one that makes it. And there is a lot of karma here, right? What comes around goes around. They could have even entered into a partnership with somebody that they knew was wrong for them, right? Jessica, your person is really sad. There's a lot of sadness here with them. They have a lot of regret, a lot of loss, and they feel alone. They feel like they miss you. They feel like, I just want to reach out and I just want to talk to them. Because you may be the one person that kept your person sane, right? I think undercover, it's coming in pretty quickly here. There is a truth within the next week that's being exposed. So within this next week, good morning or good afternoon. Hola. Hey, P, what's cracking? But there's something here where it's coming in where this person has to take action, okay? I wouldn't send a message. It has to be on his schedule. The problem is, I think a lot of times with the collective, we try to take that action so that we break the ice first. But the problem is with these situations, they have to be the one to take the lead. They have to be the bison. They have to be the one that hits it head on. Because if not, that is the karma, right? That is the karma where you are going to walk away because you desire more. I love you with all my heart. However, this is a boundary for me. If you continue to do the work for them, you acquire their karma. That's why it's almost in this energy where you letting go or withdrawing, right? It's making this person see what's real and what isn't. They're seeing who this devil is, and now your person is extremely upset. I'm also getting here as well, though, you sending a message before your person walks away from this karmic or from an external energy or for whatever their toxic behavior is. If your person walks away before, or if you say something before they've walked away, you've ruined it. That's why it's imperative that you allow this person to walk away from their temptation, to walk away from the excess, to walk away from the excessive lies. There's been a lot of lies that have been told about you. And I'm also getting here with this anger, for some of you, you may have to stop being angry first before this person comes forward. Even if you have every right to be angry at them, you may have to be able to pull it back or rein it back a bit. And you have to remember this, all right? Because you're God's gem, right? You are the connection between the spiritual and the material, right? So that means that that comes with a lot of power, but with great power comes great responsibility. So certain people's ideas or what they want is actually your purpose. And your purpose is elemental. Your purpose is the fact that you can physically take action, the fact that you can communicate, the fact that you can lead with your heart, but then you also can be grounded in the 3D as well. I know, little Stinks is always snoring. And I'm going to tell you this, they do love you. They love you more than I feel like words can express in any language, because you're the person that connected them to their spirituality. You're the person that harmonized them emotionally. You're the person that they feel fated to, that they want to be in a partnership with. You have a level of synergy where you rationalize their thoughts, where you make their thoughts come into reality. Shari, we should probably have like a focus group on those that need to heal their mom wounds, because I don't know, there's some gnarly stuff going on with that. But I also feel like it's a choice. Your person right now has to make a choice. They're either going to come forward and say that they're sorry and tell you that I love you and I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to put you through this, or I'm sorry, I listened to other people. That's why, like, maybe I didn't say something at first. But it's something here where somebody needs to let their guard down to be able to have love. For some of you, there's somebody here that wants to propose to you. There's somebody here that wants to come across very trustworthy. It's like they want you to trust them. But the problem is, whatever the lies were, whatever people were saying, whatever people were narrating, the negativity within inside of you or within inside of your connection, see, the problem with it is the fact it was a lie. And whatever this person has done to you, whatever actions that they've taken based on their own insecurities, them listening to other people, right? You don't trust them. Probably as far as you could throw them. And my guess is you can't throw them as far as you'd probably want to. The other component of this is your person can wait, right? They can continue to wait. They can continue to... Maybe what I'll do is I'll create something in the memberships for like those that just want like content about, you know, how to get over like that generational trauma or karma. Because unlike a bunch of fake people, like I've gone through the trenches over and over and over again since I was a little tiny girl. Because if you heard my story, a lot of you would be very surprised that I'm not a mess, or I'm not on the street homeless, or something like that. But it also shows that your personality dictates your personal reality. We all have a choice. Are we going to be happy or are we going to be sad? I get excited over little things like ranch, like top ramen, like you guys being here with me right now, right? You must send a pic to Whitney. Yes, please. But here's also what I want to say to you, okay? If your person waits, they will have a tower moment, all right? If your person continues to wait on the information that they've received, they will have a significant tower moment, okay? Because the reality is there's something here where either you or your person are being forced to change. This is an action that is being done by God. But also too, if there was somebody here who was manipulating your connection, if there was somebody here who was dibble and dabbling, and manipulation can be with spell work, it could be done with blackmail, it could be done with a multitude of things, right? Whoever this person is, because there's duality to it, right? If you're the light side of the magician, then there's a dark magician, right? If you're the diamond, then someone has to be the fake cubic zirconium. Whoever this fake cubic zirconium is, yeah, they're getting ready to go through a significant tower moment. Because guess what? With this temperance, okay, God stepped in and God said, not today, Satan. You know what we're not doing? This. You know what I'm not dealing with? This. You're not going to sit here and you're not going to manipulate, okay, something that isn't God's word. You're not going to sit here and you're done creating the confusion with the illusion. Because now your person sees the truth. But not only does your person see the truth, there was spellware and blackmail. I'm telling you, it's coming in as like heavy blackmail spell work. If you don't do this, then this is the outcome, right? If you don't do that, this is the outcome. And it feels like your person is going to need to lose everything in order to be with you, but it's worth it. Because without you, they have nothing. Without love, true love, divine love, God's love, by them turning their back on you, they're turning their back on God, because they're trusting somebody here who's a manipulator. They're trusting here somebody who ain't right. Right? They're trusting somebody here who caused a tower moment, who obtained whatever they wanted, not because they worked hard, not because they were the better candidate, but because they lied, because they backstabbed. Right? Listen, you don't get a fucking gold star that you can pin on your chest when you weren't the ones carrying people out. It don't work like that. You don't get a gold star because you lied, you manipulated. Somebody here had fake things created about them. The problem with AI right now is that AI that's a whole different type of monster, because it's becoming so realistic where you cannot tell who is who and what is what, to the point where it can even mimic your voice. I use a software called HeyGen, and it translates my voice into multiple different languages on my voice. Right? Yeah, I'm not a person where participation, you get a star. Like my kids know. I pay them for if they get an A on a test, then you get an A. My son said, I got a B. Don't I get at least 5? I said, no, you don't get anything for coming in second place. Because now you want to get an A. Because you're close. Why would you just get a B when you know you can get an A and get paid? Of course, with their grades, they get paid for A, Bs, and Cs. But when it comes to tests, like, I'm very particular on it, because if you study, you win. Hey, babe, what's cracking? Right? If you study, you could get the A. But you didn't study hard enough, therefore you didn't get the A. You don't get the trophy just because you want it. You have to work for it. Exactly. Either build with me or I will build with myself. Great point, Mar, because that's the reality. But the thing is, your person is over here building with a person with sticks or straw. And now they're curious why their entire life got blown down. Well, yeah, because you're over here building with the pig that decided to use, or the rat that decided to build your structure on straw instead of something that was concrete. Because it's easier to build with sticks than it is to lay the foundation. It's different than setting something in concrete and laying the correct foundation and waiting versus just trying to throw something up. So in the process, in the meantime, between time, right, your person is now in a place where they're seeing the truth. When you are favored by God, you are also favored by the devil. Who you came to this party with is who you leave with. What they're saying is, who you choose to hang out with, birds of a feather flock together. That's the reality. There's a reality why you fall away from certain friends or certain family, because your vibration, it no longer aligns with their frequency, and that's okay. It doesn't make them bad. It just means I'm not on the same vibration, right? For example, I had my best friend of 12 years. I love her. However, when I had my son, my whatever, it changed, right? Like I had to go to work. I no longer was working in a restaurant, right? I got a real job. I'm not saying restaurant isn't, because I love the restaurant work, but I was in corporate America. It's different rules, right? I can't go drinking at noon, right? I'm not at work. Or, you know, I have to look at numbers. So part of the problem with her and I is that our values were different. It doesn't make her bad. It just means we were no longer aligned. I have a lot of love for her. I appreciate her. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So your person had to understand that even though they were changing, right, with temperance, temperance is the alchemist, even though they were changing, even though they were evolving, if they're evolving with the wrong people, if they're evolving around the wrong crowd, their evolution will mean nothing. Do you hear a fallen tree in the forest? Is water wet? What came first, the chicken or the egg? So now your person is having discernment. And whatever this discernment is, it's coming in with this King of Swords. There could be a Aquarius here in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But there's either somebody here who's getting ready to take control in a very logical way that's making your person anxious, or there was somebody here of a certain descent where they could be very calculated and very ruthless. The funny thing is, Aquarius is the sister sign or their opposite of Leo, right? To be seen or not to be seen? That is the question. Valerie, there were a lot of people that were talking about you, even at your work or even at your job. It's funny, I don't know if you drop off or pick up or do something, but there was like a lot of chatter going on about you. Look, communication within a group. Okay? So whoever this individual is, like they're coming forward and they're saying the truth. This Aquarian energy, they're stating the truth. They're saying, listen, okay? Whatever you said about the collective to get me to think differently about them, to get me to not take action, to get me to think that they weren't the money, right? Like Jerry Maguire said, show me the money, that they weren't the money. That's a lie. You tried to stop me from seeing their light. You tried to stop me from seeing the truth. You tried to stop me from expanding with this person because you had the wisdom. But your wisdom was the one that changed the narrative. Your wisdom was nothing but a lie. And I know without a shadow of a doubt in my whatever capacity that this is completely different. You can't compete where you don't compare. Okay? You aren't even on the same playing field, mama. Papa? Was that like, Papa don't preach, do? Who sang that? Or what's that one that they sing that song, All the Leaves Are Brown? Do, and the sky is gray. It's like they're saying like, it's not the same. Okay? It's just not. Lee, I agree. Witchcraft, I wouldn't say is for wisdom. I feel like if you're manipulating energy, I don't think that's of God, whether positive or negative, because if God wanted you to have that, then God would give it to you. That's my ideology with it, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, the mamas and papas, yes. But again, the wisdom is you're different, and you're not everybody's cup of tea, and you're not meant to be. But again, you can't compete where you don't compare. Yeah, maybe you're not a spoon. Maybe, you know, it's like a knife and a spoon race. You may not cut or you may not scoop well, but you sure cut through the competition. Good, just call me Gina. Wait, I do the cinnamon. Hold on a second. I do the cinnamon every month. Does that count? I don't think that is, to be honest, because it's like welcoming. But I'm saying like if you're purposely doing certain things in the sense of send, you know, Joey back to me immediately, I think that's wrong. Because when God says Joey is ready, if Joey is on your path, then Joey will be put on your path. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't need to like do anything like that in order to have it. That's my ideology. Now, when you're doing something, you're putting purpose in it. Like I'm sprinkling cinnamon on the floor because I want beautiful blessings. That's different, right? You're leaving it up to God. You're not taking it out of God's hands. You're allowing yourself to manifest it in the manner that you're meant to. But the wisdom here is, the talk around the town now is that you are very different. I do the cinnamon too. I love the cinnamon. On the first or whatever, you blow cinnamon through your door. That's beautiful, right? Because what it's doing is it's like welcoming the positive energy, welcoming whatever God has set forth for you. And it's not allowing anybody to come in between that, right? And this is justice. You guys have a lot of justice that's coming in here. Okay, there's a lot of justice. Look, I just cut the deck. There's a lot of happiness. Okay, this is divine intervention. For those of you guys that are a life path 8, born on the 8th, the 17th, the 26th, or if you are a life path 9, born on the 18th, 27th, whatever the stall was, there's a lot of happiness with this Jupiter coming. And again, it's the sun. There is a wish here that's being fulfilled. There's a wish here that's being granted, and somebody here is willing to do the work because you did the work. You showed this person, hey, I'll do it with you. I'll work on it with you. And it's divine intervention. And somebody here is going to make you very happy. Somebody here is getting ready to reach out. They're getting ready to give to you. They're getting ready to show you. I always say 9, life path 9 and a life path 6 are similar because a 9 upside down is a 6 and a 6 upside down is a 9. There's a lot of duality with that. Same thing with like an 8. An 8 upside down is the same as its right side up. So that means that who you are broke is the same person you're going to be poor or rich, because that's your personality, right? Same thing with a 1. A 1 upside down is still a 1. Yes, but it's the reality that we create, right? Like it's the reality, like when you believe something, that happens. It's true, right? So look, I just cut the deck. You have the Hierophant here. I also get though that there's somebody here that's really sad and they're really upset because they do want to come forward. They do want to talk to you. They want to talk to you about partnership. They want to tell you that they love you. 1111, the gates of heaven. They want this foundation with you, okay? But again, I think that this person had to change the way that they looked at things. I think that they had to stop thinking that because you were so different than them, that they were competing with you instead of taking your hand and building with you. That's a part of the problem. Like, there's somebody here that was competing with you instead of building with you. And you don't compete with the people you love. You compete with yourself. You want to do better than what you do, what your personal best is. Because guess what? Somebody else's personal best, that may not be your personal best. That may be your baseline because you've already superseded that. So comparing yourself to others makes no sense. The only person you can compare yourself to is you. So, with that being said, this is your reading. There's obviously not an extended since it is a live video, but I just wanted to say I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please make sure you tune in. Please make sure that you guys also go try to fill out the giveaway stuff. If you win, you can pass it on as well. Okay? Yes, life is what you make of it. And honestly, like, if you guys like these, I'll do these on Wednesdays because I like talking to you guys. Sometimes I feel like I want to talk to everybody, but then people are in the comment section saying, oh, there's too many stops and starts and whatever the hells. And it's just like, well, you can't make, that's another thing. You can't make everybody happy. So you do what makes you happy. And what makes me happy is talking to you guys because I love you guys. And I just want what's best for you guys. And based on whatever is going on, your person has a sinking feeling that they really messed up. And until they right their wrongs, until they confess their truth to you, their entire life will continue to fall apart. And it's not because of you. It's because of their way of thinking. It's their blame, okay? Blaming you for being different. Blaming you for why they were silent. Blaming you for some type of, drama when they only had one side of the story. But it's also about acknowledging that just because people are around you, it doesn't mean that they're right for you. It doesn't mean they're right for you or perfect for you. And sometimes somebody can come into your life out of nowhere and be the exact person that you need. And that's going to be on your person because it's either them or somebody else is coming in because God wants you to be with somebody. God wants you to be happy. So with that being said, I love you so much. Thank you for Allah. That means that you're one of the smartest. The 7 is completion. It's also the ocean, but 7 is the numerology of the genius. Okay. Let me know too if, yes, Christine, I am going to repost this. I'm going to make it live for everybody. And then next reading, I'll do next Wednesday. We'll do another live. And then what I'll do is we can go into numerology. We can go into, I don't know, just different things, right? Whatever you guys want to talk about that either supersede love or are in connection to love, I'm totally open to. All right? With that being said, I love you guys. Keep your head up. Don't allow the haters to hate. The haters are going to hate. Potatoes are going to potate. We just have to determine who we are. Are we a tiger or are we a sheep? Because I'm a tiger. Until next time, I love you guys. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.